All right, there we go. So I'm joined today by Jason and Elisa, who kindly decided to, or being willing to, share a little bit about their journey so far. We're obviously working together and enjoying the process. Thanks so much for jumping on, you two.
No
You're
worries.
most welcome.
Yeah, but I guess so. The first question, basically, I kind of want to get an understanding of what life was like before working with me.
Yeah, well, avoidance is the key word that sort of comes to mind. We'd avoid fighting, and so we would avoid talking over the finances. I remember that we'd talk about minor financial purchases, but nothing ever uh, large, and certainly nothing ever put in concrete to create savings. I wanted to have savings so we could have holidays, but we just have arguments that we couldn't save. That's what I remember, at least. And it was just a horrible treadmill to be on.
Hmm.
I think it was also lack of control. So not understanding where all the money went to necessarily, because it was a bit chaotic with all of the different accounts we had and the flow of money. Because that was a bit difficult to understand for us. And then it was, then like Jason said, it was a bit like we just didn't want to address it. And there was never any savings left at the end of the week or at the end of the month.
End of the year.
Sure.
End of the year, yeah.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Now, obviously, we've been working together for a while, so we've got a little bit to go, but I'd love to hear from both of you, maybe a little bit about any standout moments you've had, like any aha moments.
You want to go?
Sure. So, yeah, I'm just waiting for permission, obviously.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Look, it'd been a long standing issue with me that we weren't paying ourselves enough from the charity that we set up. And I couldn't get my wife to see that. And it was really a big burden, and I was struggling with it. And because whether we like it or not, men see ourselves as a provider, and society definitely sees us that way. And yeah, when you do a startup business, it's bad because you really can't provide for your family because everything's got to go back into it. But we did a startup charity, and it really didn't get on its feet for about until 10 years, 11 years into it. So yeah, it was a massive financial strain and burden on us. And now it finally can stand on its own 2 feet. That is the time when we can finally go, yes, look, we don't want to get paid the market value, but we need to get paid more than what we are at the moment. I really begrudged earning half as much as somebody on a broom on a job site. Like when I used to be a tradesman, a labourer would earn more money than me. I really didn't like it. I had homeless men and women in my shelter that had better cars and a better lifestyle and better toys. And I'm sacrificing all this stuff for you. And yeah, there was a jealousy component to it as well. And so for me to have that mental space that I am worthy of actually having that money too. There was a lot of factors into it. And for you to not to be an independent umpire, but at least to be very kind and say, look, we should at least look at this area. And it really did open my wife's mind to it. And for this roadblock for her, it became, oh, okay, we'll investigate it. And she was blown away with what we should have been earning. And so
I think I've always known what we should have been earning, but yeah, we are a small charity still. So it's that wanting to give back and not take from something that needs it.
Yeah.
There's a whole thing with guilt there and everything with the charity too.
So I think it's been, the learning about the way we spend and the way that we think about money has been great for us as well, and how each other thinks about money, and what some of the causes of our previous fights have been, I think, is some of those
challenges.
So
just having a different reference point. I think that's what we'll call it. Just having a different. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good. Very good. Now, I guess one of the, obviously, we've seen some incredible things already, but what are some of the changes that you guys have enjoyed from your journey so far?
Having money in the bank. It's been great
That's a good
every
one.
week to see money going into a mortgage that hasn't shifted for years. It feels like it's always just been the same amount and never changed. So it's been
Yeah.
great to actually see money going in. And then when it comes out, we know exactly where it's going. So
Yeah.
that's been the biggest thing for me. It's been great.
Sure.
Yeah, well, that's the biggest thing for me is seeing the joy on my wife's face.
Mm.
Because it's yeah, it's a big strain on anybody looking after the finances, and yeah, to say Lisa was looking after the finances is a bit rough. It's been a juggling game for 14 years, robbing Peter to pay for Paul, and that stress just wears you down after such a long period of time. So it's fantastic to see, look at the bank account and then go, wow, okay, we still have savings. We've had unexpected bills, and putting in other corporate structures. So there's more unexpected bills, but there's still going to be savings in their bank account after all that. So yeah,
Who would have thought? Yeah.
no, not us.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's great, guys. It's so good. Well, I've thoroughly enjoyed, working with you guys so far, and always look forward to seeing your smiling faces, because they are smiling now, which is great.
Mm.
And our
Probably
new
has something to
challenge-
do with,
Our new
yeah.
challenges every week.
That's good. Awesome. Well, I guess if there's people out there who are thinking about jumping in, thinking about working with me, what would you say to them?
I think even if you think you know it all and you know what you're doing, I think if there's any area that you need assistance with, reach out. And I think you have the personality and the type, that you're the type of person that it's really easy to work with. And like Jason said, you're a great umpire as well.
Was
Neutral
alluding
umpire,
to that, but yeah, probably yes.
So yeah, even if people think they know it all, or that, but if you just need a little bit of help, I think it's invaluable. The assistance that you give and the clarity I think that you bring to individual situations.
Yeah. Like I was saying before, like working with you is like falling off a roof. It's very easy. And you land in like a big pillow of snow. So, like there's never been a harsh word or any condemnation or making us feel right or wrong or judgment, just showing us there's a different perspective is a bit of an eye-opener, which is good, because we all get stuck in our ruts,
Oh,
especially
absolutely.
gentlemen with more grey hair than when we first started. So yeah.
Yeah, that's good. Look, I appreciate you guys, those kind words, and it's been fun so far, and I'm definitely looking forward to what's ahead, and seeing some incredible things for you both. Not that we haven't seen some amazing things already. So yeah, look, I really appreciate you jumping on. Hopefully some people who catch this get some value out of it, get some insight into what it's like, and yeah, so thanks so much.
No worries.
You're welcome.
All
Thank
right.
you.
Thanks, guys.